Hello and welcome to WebFactory's i4SCADA video series. In the previous videos, we've covered different topics on i4SCADA Studio, but this time I want to talk about security features. We'll look into Studio's User Manager project authorizations and how to make use of them to manipulate access to specific controls in SmartEditor. Let's head in i4SCADA Studio's Settings section and open the User Manager. The Project Authorizations page of User Manager allows us to implement a robust security system in our visualizations. The project authorizations themselves are entities that we can create and assign to our users and use them to control users' access to various parts of our visualization. Let's start with baby steps. First, I'll create a project authorization called Privileged. I chose this name only to reflect our users' permissions, so you can name yours however makes sense for your project. Then I'll make a new authorization group named Visualizations, to which this new project authorization will be added. This allows me to assign the project authorization to my users. Next, I'll add a couple of users. I'll create a new user Dave, who will be a part of the default guest authorization group, so it won't get my new project authorization. Then I'll create a new user Dana and assign her to the privileged project authorization by adding her to my new visualization authorization group. So far so good. We have a couple of new users, each having a different authorization level, given by the assignment of our new project authorizations through authorization groups. Now let's see how to actually use these features. In SmartEditor, I'll make a new project. I'll add the WF core control, and since I need to work with my new users, I'll also add a user login control. Next, I'll set up a couple of controls to demonstrate our use case. I'll configure a button control, to which I'll assign a signal from our demo database and a value to be written when the button is pressed. Now comes the fun part. In the security settings, I'll leave the project authorization property empty, since I want to show you what happens when the security is not configured on a control. Next, I'll duplicate the button, and this time I'll set the project authorization property to my new project authorization Privileged. For this button, I want to show you a first behavior option. What will happen when a user does not meet the button's authorization requirement? So I'll set the security deny access behavior property to disabled. I'll duplicate this button again, and this time I'll set the security deny access behavior property to hidden. As you might expect, this security deny access behavior property controls the button's behavior when used by an unauthorized user. The disabled option will, you guessed it, disable the button at runtime, while the hidden option will hide it completely so our unauthorized user can't even see it. Let's build and run our sample project and see the magic happen. Since I've just started the app, I'm not logged in with any user, so my project authorization is not detected. Hence, the second button is disabled, while the third button is not there at all. Now I'll log in with Dave, my unauthorized user. As you might expect, the app will still not enable or show our secured buttons, since my user still doesn't have the required authorization. I can still use the unsecured button, and as you can see in Test Center, the configured signal is written when my unauthorized user presses the unsecured button. Finally, I'll log in with Dana, the one user with the right authorization. And since Dana has the privileged project authorization, the buttons secured with the same authorization are available to her. She can use both the unsecured and the secured buttons to write the values to our signal. This demonstrates how fast and easy you can secure your visualization apps built with i4SCADA SmartEditor. Keep an eye on our YouTube channel so you won't miss our future videos, and until next time, stay safe and secure your visualizations.